Hey, are you new to DeFi or tired of expensive crypto mistakes? I've been there, and that is why I built Dad's DeFi Space. So here we make crypto education simple, smart, accessible, and actually usable. Please start with our free DeFi course, link in the description, or consider joining the free Telegram group, live strategies, vaults, updates, and signals. Now, let's get to today's video. Now, before we start today's video, remember, none of this today is financial advice. I am not a financial advisor. Please do your own research and never invest more than you can afford to lose. Enough of that. Let's get to today's video. Now, Ethereum might be the engine, but you need to understand that Chainlink is the fuel system that keeps the Ethereum financial ecosystem running. From powering smart contracts with real world data to securing $84 billion in assets, Chainlink is not just any Oracle project, it is the invisible backbone of tokenized finance. And out of all the oracles in the space, Chainlink is the OG. And in 2025, it seems that its role just became too big not to ignore. Now, what if I told you most of the real world value in crypto, from ETF pricing to cross chain asset settlement, the RWA space that is flowing from one blockchain to another, has to have data feeds to the real world to function? The crazy thing is, Chainlink is no longer just that connection to real world data. It's now also becoming a bridge between traditional finance and the Web3 space. So today we're going to break down exactly why Chainlink matters and why, not financial advice, but I believe Link could be one of the most important large cap assets of this cycle. If you take a look at the Chainlink page, you can see that they have so many different companies they are partnered with: Fidelity, Apex Crypto, MasterCard, Aave. The list goes on and on and on. Chainlink has become that industry standard Oracle platform, trying to bring all those capital markets on chain. And we do believe that the RWA narrative, which Chainlink will be a huge part of, will be one of the top narratives this bull run. Now, understand, without Chainlink, smart contracts would be blind. They could not know stock prices, weather, or sports results. Imagine trying to build a self executing insurance contract without knowing when a flood actually happened or what the value of the property in a flood zone is worth. The Chainlink is a project that makes that possible. But like I said, Chainlink is way more than just an oracle now. It's a data delivery pipeline for tokenized stocks, a secure messaging protocol for cross chain asset transfers, and it's becoming a core part of institutional grade crypto rails. So I want you to consider Chainlink as the vessels or the bloodstream of most of the data within the blockchain. And so if you take a look at our chart in our article on Dad's DeFi Space, you'll see Chainlink provides data feeds, data streams, proof of reserve contracts for exchanges and ETFs. There's a staking program that allows users to stake their Chainlink to earn rewards and help secure the network. You can take a look at that towards the end of the video. And it allows for cross-chain messaging and value transfer. This is key to interoperability between blockchains and also RWA tokenization. So many of the things we like to do in the DeFi space: provide liquidity, DeFi lending, even running vault strategies. This cannot happen without oracles like Chainlink. Now, I wanted to take a look at Chainlink's tokenomics. So if you take a look at our chart, you can see that there's a circulating supply from August of 2025 of about 680 million link. The total supply, 1 billion, so a little over almost 70% of all token is in circulation. That's actually a good thing. But the market cap is 16 billion. That doesn't quite match up if you think about it. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at Chainlink on Crypto Rank and check out the tokenomics. I don't give a crap right now, but can I stop getting interrupted, please? Okay. We take a look here and see that during the ICO, they were selling Chainlink for around 10 cents. And then there was a private equity raise of 29 million at around 9 cents. Now, 30% of the totals went to founders and the project creators, investors, 35% for a total of about 65% of the total supply. This is concerning, and this has always been a concern with many people with Chainlink is the amount of tokens in circulation that VCs, early investors are selling, which suppresses Chainlink's price because it has a larger use case than most cryptos in this space, but yet a lot of the price movement does not show that. And we'll look at the charts here a little bit later in the video. So Chainlink's tokenomics, not the best, but also not the worst. If you check it out, though, you'll notice that historically Chainlink has done very bad during Q2 most of its lifetime. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, almost 6 red Q2s, and we're not for sure. This one was pretty much even this year. And then Q3 tends to be very bullish. We're up 65% this year. Years ago, 30, 20, 23, 115. But I wanted to talk briefly about token sales. And this is where a lot of the sell pressure can come in for long periods of time with crypto tokens. Obviously, the bag holders from previous cycles, that's always a issue. But also, if you take a look, these people who bought Chainlink in the beginning are up 48,000%. We're talking 58,000% in the private equity round. That's a 245x. That's crazy. I mean, these people are always going to be in profit pretty much unless the project completely dies. One thing to consider about Chainlink tokenomics is recently Chainlink launched a Chainlink reserved, and it absorbs link from both on-chain and off-chain fees. These are burned, reducing the total circulating supply. So the more adoption that Chainlink sees, much like Ethereum, and the more it's being used, the more deflationary the token will become. So just to summarize, Chainlink will be the critical infrastructure of crypto and DeFi in the near to the midterm, possibly for a very long time. As a price oracle, DeFi protocols cannot function without proper data. So Chainlink is a crypto that will always have to be used for data feeds, data streams, proof of reserves, and much, much more. Some of the other reasons we are bullish until the end of the cycle on Chainlink is the cross-chain messaging value we mentioned before, and the Chainlink reserve that should hopefully create some deflationary pressure on the token. Now, for the last part of the video, I wanted to take a look at the Chainlink chart. We are looking at the weekly right now, and Chainlink has been hovering between $19 and hitting a short-term all-time high of 27.85. We're still trying to get back above that prior all-time high of about $31 back in early 2025. But Chainlink has looked very bullish ever since Ethereum started to pick up steam against Bitcoin, because Chainlink tends to operate as an Ethereum beta play. If you take a look, we have bounced on the weekly off the bull market support band. So as long as we're staying above the bull market support band and this red line, which is the 200, or excuse me, the green line, which is the 50-week moving average, bullish on Chainlink. Now, that does mean we're not going to have a short-term correction, especially if Ethereum corrects and altcoins bleed back into Bitcoin. But for the end of the cycle, Chainlink shows many use cases. The chart on the weekly looks relatively bullish. And if you check the daily, yes, it's short term looking a little bearish. We have this downtrend going from here since the recent all-time high, basically unable to get back above. Same thing in the lower aspect of the range, which is falling right around $22.10. As long as we are able to stay above the bull market support band, which it's gonna keep ranging on upward, but we'll say around the $20 range, then I'm still bullish on um, Link. In fact, this zone right here that I'm gonna mark on my chart to me is a excellent, excellent, excellent this whole area here marked on my chart, if we're able to get back down here between 19, 20, and $20 to me is an excellent, excellent place to accumulate Link at. I'm not actively purchasing any right now because, of course, I like to be completely transparent with all of you on this channel. And if you want to have all of my signals, all of my plays, please check out our free Telegram group, link in the description. And if you'd like to support the channel and you would like to trade or buy Chainlink, check out our links for Blofin and Weeks, many, many USDT rewards, and you help support Dad's DeFi space. But let's look at one more thing, and that is I want to compare Link to Bitcoin and Ethereum because if your coin cannot outperform big boys, ETH and Bitcoin, there is no reason in taking on all this extra risk in the altcoin market, which I've had a problem with in the past. So please listen to Dad. As you can see here, over the last 2 weeks since the all-time high, Chainlink has shown not a lot of strength against Bitcoin. It's been bleeding back. If you go onto the weekly chart, you can see it was starting to show some bullishness, right? This from the bottom of the range, Ethereum is up over 114%, which is crazy, but we are down a good 16% from the all-time high, and we could bleed all the way back down into the bottom of the range, which was 0.0014. So just some things I'm going to be keeping an eye on. And let's finally look at Link to ETH. As you can see, what's happening here, we have been bleeding out forever. We have been kind of chopping within a range, which makes this one an excellent to farm liquidity on. Let me drop a couple of just basic support and resistant lines. We're on the weekly. I'm kind of trying to catch the wicks and the downside. And as you can see, if you would have kept Link and ETH between this range, you would have been in range literally, except for this one little part right here and right here. You would have been in range basically since 2021, right? Now, it may be a wider range than you all like to use because you're talking about a 55% range, but that is why in long time frames, ETH Link has been an excellent correlated pair to farm. We may be looking into some of these in the near future, especially if the market dips back down. Again, not financial advice. Now, before I wrap it up, let's talk about some real world use cases of Link. Tokenized stock updates. The DTCC Smart Nav pilot is using Chainlink for online nav. It's just, and everyone out there has heard of Fidelity, Fidelity International, and Signum is creating a $6.9 billion fund, and their feeds are being updated via Chainlink. ANZ Bank is cross-chains tokenizing assets using the CCIP, and that is on the Avalanche blockchain. And there's Solana integration bringing native ETH assets to non-EVM chains like Solana via Chainlink also. So it's also being used for commodity and equity pricing, equity data streams, and so much more. So how can we use Chainlink in DeFi? And where can you use or earn Link in the DeFi space? So Aave, you can use Link as collateral on a bunch of different chains. We do this on Arbitrum, but it can also be done on a few other EVM compatible chains on Aave. Compound, you can also earn APY by lending out your Link. And you can also stake your Link through stake.link or ST Link, which is liquid staking that allows you to earn yield on your Link, but still have the asset available for collateral or whatever else the use case may be. Now, Chainlink is not without risk. Chainlink does have an overdependence on just a few clients, and if one of those clients goes under or the relationship sours, that could be bearish for Link. There has also been large Link transfers recently to exchanges, which may be foreshadowing an upcoming dip. There could be a CCIP exploit and funds could be stolen. And then also regulatory hurdles with governments because this concerns financial data. So, what's our final verdict? Chainlink is no longer just a DeFi protocol. It is the backbone of crypto's future, from tokenized stocks to cross chain RWA settlement. It's already doing what many others are promising in this space. So, with deflationary tokenomics, expanding adoption, and institutional credibility, Link is positioned as one of the top infrastructure bets this cycle. So, on massive pullbacks, we will be accumulating Link, not financial advice. But if you enjoyed this video, you really should check out our video posted just a couple days ago on Ethereum beta plays. And maybe you can ride that infrastructure to the next 10x. Now, we don't believe Link will be an easy 10x, but there are other Ethereum beta plays that we do believe could be a possible easy 10x. So this video will break down my top 5 Ethereum ecosystem tokens built to outperform. Don't miss one. So subscribe, hit that notification bell, and share this video with those in the space who would benefit from this knowledge. So, thank you so much for tuning in. And if this video helped you at all level up your DeFi game, remember, like and subscribe. And for real-time updates, join our free Telegram group where I'll share quick plays, market alpha before they hit YouTube. And if you want deeper education and coaching, I highly recommend Crypto Labs Research Underdog Investment Group. It's where I sharpened my skills early on. You can use my link below for 20% off your first month. And if you're trading, right now I'm personally using Weeks and Blofin, both non-KYC exchanges offering USDT rewards for deposits and trades. Links in the description. And yes, it does help support the channel. And lastly, please consider grabbing my free DeFi and crypto crash course at Dad's DeFi Space. Build your edge the smart way through education. And until next time, I'll see you. Thank you for watching. Peace.